to talk to the engineer, how to express what I'm getting from the car and what it's telling me, and how to communicate that to the engineers improving. And certainly yesterday was a really great learning experience for us. It's great having Andrew here, because Andrew and Joe were both instructors at Daytona School when I first started. And we've always wanted Andrew on the team for many, many years. And finally, we have that opportunity this year, so that I'm grateful for. And I'm improving, more seat time I get, more experience I get. I'm feeling much more competitive, so when I show up at a track, I know that I have a shot at winning if everything goes right. It's been a long, challenging number of years. I think we started here in 2007 was our first race. We've had good times here and some challenging times here, but I want to win, and I think we have a really great opportunity this year with the lineup that we have to win this year with the merger and the quality of drivers and the competition that's in the field. I think if we have our first podium or our first win, this would be the most satisfying, and I think would be a turning point for the team and for myself as well.
Just to add really quick to Patrick and that question, being able to kind of have a step back and not be involved in the team since he started racing in the Rolex Series. I've raced against Patrick since he began in the series. I've been very impressed with his progress over the time in many different types of cars, and it's important to be a versatile driver and be able to drive different types of race cars, but it's hard for drivers. But last year, I was extremely impressed with how quickly he came up to speed in the Porsche, because although the Porsche 911 is one of, if not the greatest race car out there over time, when you look at it, it's not an easy car to drive, and it can be difficult for drivers to get their head wrapped around it. And in our first test last year down at Sebring, he was on pace within a couple hours of his first laps in the car. So that to me showed that he had come such a long way as a driver to where he's a professional quality driver and caliber driver at this point in time. So it's going to be an advantage for us for the season because his performance is so high, and we just bring the team up. So now really he's fine-tuning himself for tenths of a second and fine-tuning himself to feel single changes that we make on the car. It's not. He deserves a lot of credit for that. He's developed into a very good driver.
And I'd like to thank Joe Foster. I know you're sitting next to me. We've had a very clear plan on how to evolve the team and myself as a driver, and we've always stuck to that in good times and bad times, whether we had sponsorship or not. And when he didn't know something, he brought in the right people that I needed to be around. And I think in this sport, that's rare to find. So it's nice to have that support and that foundation to slowly move up in this sport and to have credibility, because that was the first thing we wanted. We bring in a lot of visibility, certainly, which is good initially, but if we can't back that up, it's a disservice to the sport. So I have tremendous respect for that and the people around me, and Joe has been able to produce really, really good people that I've learned from, and I can't thank him enough. I credit my success through the support he's given me, and he's a great instructor, great team leader, and a great driver.
Dwight, any final